Greetings. Today I will talk about the steps Congress and Virginia took to replace the governance provided by the royal governors who had either deserted the colony they governed or become largely impotent. This is an excerpt from my book, 1776. The book is in the Actually, I have finished the book. I'm in the final edit phase, and publishing will begin this week. It will be the first of the Timeline United States History series. Meanwhile, you can enjoy the book 1775, which is available on the website www.mossypeatbooks.com. Just click on the Timeline of United States History link on the lower left-hand side of the homepage. The box set, which includes all 6 volumes of the series, is available at that link at an economical price. By mid-May, the Continental Congress and the colony of Virginia took several important steps towards the independence of the 13 colonies. By mid-May, the 1776, the movement for independence from Great Britain had coalesced across the colonies. Thomas Paine's Common Sense, which had been published in January and advocated for independence, sold thousands of copies. Colonial assemblies in 8 of the colonies had passed resolutions advocating independence. The discovery that Britain had contracted to use German mercenaries to fight against them, a practice generally employed against foreign enemies, had encouraged the movement. On May the 11th, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the quote, resolution for the formation of local governments, unquote. The resolution stated, quote, Congress recommends to the colonial assemblies and conventions, where no government sufficient to the exigencies of their affairs have hitherto been established, to adopt such government as shall be best suited to the happiness and safety of the constituents in particular and to America in general, unquote. Many members of Congress hoped that the resolution would help persuade those supporters of independence in Pennsylvania to gain the upper hand. Many considered Pennsylvania, New York, and Virginia the key to independence. The process of becoming a nation independent of Britain had passed another step. The Fifth Virginia Convention passed a resolution on May the 12th, 1776 that stated, quote, a committee be appointed to prepare a declaration of rights and such a plan of government as will be most likely to retain peace and order in this colony and secure substantial and equal liberty to the people, unquote. The committee appointed 4 men to draft this declaration, George Mason, John Blair, Edmund Randolph, and James Madison. James Madison lived from December the 11th, 1725 until October the 7th, 1792. The son of George and Ann Thompson Mason, George was native to Fairfax County, Virginia. His father drowned in a boating accident in 1735, leaving Ann to raise George and his siblings alone, in addition to running the plantation. He received his education from tutors and later attended a private academy. At 21 years of age, he took over management of the 20,000-acre estates left by his father. He married Anne Eelbeck in 1750. The couple would have 9 children that survived until adulthood. He built Gunston Hall, where the newly married couple took up residence. Mason served intermittently in various public offices. In 1750, he became an investor in the Ohio Company, and in 1749, later served as its treasurer. Anne died in 1773. Mason would not remarry until 1780. During the French and Indian War, Mason served as a colonel in the Virginia militia. His duty as supply agent for George Washington's troops did not involve any field duty. When the tensions between the British and colonies began to increase after the war, Mason sided with the Patriots. In 1774, he would collaborate with George Washington and Patrick Henry to write the Fairfax Resolves. Edmund Randolph lived from August the 10th, 1753, until September the 12th, 1813. The son of John and Ariana Jennings, Randolph Edmund was native to Tazewell Hall, Williamsburg, Virginia. After attending the College of William and Mary in Williamsburg, Randolph studied law with his father and Uncle Peyton. At the outbreak of the American Revolution, his father remained loyal to the Britain and he migrated back to Britain. Edmund joined the Continental Army and served as an aide-de-camp to General George Washington. His uncle passed away in October 1775, so Randolph returned to Williamsburg to attend to his affairs. While there, he gained election to the 4th Virginia Convention, which began in December 1775. Several other political positions followed, including Mayor of Williamsburg and Virginia's Attorney General of the new government. He and Elizabeth Nichols married on August 29, 1776. The couple would have 6 children. He gained election to the 17th Continental Congress, serving until 1782. In 1786, he became governor of Virginia. As governor, he led a delegation of representatives to Annapolis Convention in September 1786. The convention's purpose was to attempt to fix some of the numerous defects in the Articles of Confederation. Election to the Constitutional Convention followed, where he introduced his Virginia plan for government to the Constitutional Convention on May 29, 1787. James Madison lived from March 16, 1751, until June 28, 1836. Known as the father of the Constitution, Madison played an influential role in the formation of the early government of the United States. He, in concert with Alexander Hamilton and John Jay, authored the Federalist Papers, a series of essays that explained the function behind the new Constitution. The oldest of 12 children born to James Madison Sr. and Frances Taylor, James was a native of Orange County, Virginia. A small child with delicate health, his father eschewed sending him to public schools. Instead, he sent him to private tutoring with Donald Robertson, an instructor of the Inns Plantation in the Virginia Tidewater area. His education included mathematics, geography, modern and ancient languages. From Robertson, Madison gained a lifelong love of learning. At 16, James returned to his father's plantation, Montpelier, to further his studies under Reverend Thomas Martin. He studied with Martin for 2 years and then enrolled in the College of New Jersey. After completing studies in Latin, Greek, science, geography, mathematics, rhetoric, and philosophy, he did not end his studies. Madison graduated in 1771. He stayed in New Jersey for a time, furthering his studies under the tutelage of the school's president, Reverend John Witherspoon. From Witherspoon, he learned Hebrew, law, and political philosophy. Many historians attribute the ill health that plagued him the rest of his life to the long hours he spent studying. In 1773, Madison completed his studies and returned home to Montpelier. At 5 feet 4 inches tall, Madison was diminutive in stature. When he returned, the rigors that would constitute the American Revolution were beginning. Madison would use his intellect to form the nation that would come out of the Revolution. He was ready to begin the political career that would begin with his appointment to Orange County Committee of Safety in December 1774. Madison gained election to the 5th Virginia Convention in 1776, where he played a role in drafting the first Virginia Constitution. After this document took effect, he was elected to the new Virginia House of Delegates, where he met Thomas Jefferson. John Blair lived from April 17, 1732 until August 31, 1800. The son of John Sr. and Mary Monroe Blair, John was native to Williamsburg, colony of Virginia. Blair attended the College of William and Mary, graduating with a B.A. in 1754. Blair traveled to England in 1755 to attend the Middle Temple, where he gained a law degree. After his return, he opened a law practice in Williamsburg. He gained election to the Virginia House of Burgesses in 1766, where he would serve until 1770. During the fire struggles against Britain, Blair was a moderate. When the royal governor suspended the House of Burgesses, he quickly joined the Patriot cause. Blair was elected as part of the 5th Virginia Convention in 1776. I would encourage you to visit and subscribe to the Mossy Feet Books YouTube channel for more great content. If you like my videos, please hit the like button. The more likes I get, the more YouTube will show it to other people, allowing me to grow the channel. I also invite you to visit my website, www.mossyfeetbooks.com. There you will find sample chapters, podcasts, a slew of content, and links to where you can buy my books. While visiting the website, you subscribe to it and receive email notifications of when I publish a new book or other content like this video and podcast. If you like what I'm doing, please purchase a book, as it helps fund my work. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and thank you for listening.